Good morning, class. I'm Anju Kumari, TGT English from KV Panna. Today we will study informal letters. So, do you see these letters here? Have you seen them before? And this is the postman who delivers these letters to us. Now, these are the types of letters we have. This is an inland letter and this is a postcard. We use these to write a letter, informal letter. Now, letters broadly are of two types. We have formal letter and we have informal letter. Now, do you see these cute students here? One is wearing a coat pant and one is wearing a t-shirt. Now, this is a formal letter and this person in t-shirt is a informal letter. Formal letters are written to principal, to the editor and to government officers, and informal letters are written to family members and to friends. So hope this visual of these two students will help you to understand what is a formal letter and an informal letter. Now here again the same thing. They are written to family, friends. In this video we are studying informal letters. They are written to family and to friends, and they are written in a simple, easy to understand, natural style. Okay, so why do we need to write letters? A letter is written when you have a message to give and the person to whom you need to give the message lives far away. Now, you have some feelings, you want to share your joy, your sorrow, or there's an occasion like a birthday, you want to wish that person happy birthday. So for that you may write a letter. You have to thank somebody, you have to invite somebody. So these are all the reasons. Now students, you will say that today, ma'am, we have WhatsApp, we can video call. So why do we need to write an informal letter? So students, nowadays we have all these facilities. In earlier time we did not have WhatsApp or video calling, so then we used to write informal letters. But here also I will say that informal letters or any letter is a very special thing. It makes the other person feel special. It adds that personal touch. So yes, informal letters are a nice way to convey your feelings. Secondly, from the exam point of view, it'll be nice if you know how to write an informal letter because the question comes in the exam. Now here I'm telling you about the format of the informal letter. In total we have 6 parts. We have the heading, we have the date, the salutation, the body, the complimentary clause, and the sender's name and signature. Signature is optional. So we will see these 6 parts one by one. Now what do I mean by the heading? I mean the sender's address, and it is written on the top left corner, and you always have to write the address in 3 lines. This is the way you write the address. Okay, and now important thing is that you don't include your name in this address. How do you write the address? First, in the first line you write the house number, then you write street name, and then the town, and if you know the pin code you can write it. Okay, so here I've left 3 lines for the address, then here a blank line, then the date, then again a blank line, then salutation, then again a blank line, and then I start my letter in 3 paragraphs. This is the body, then I say take care, then the complimentary clause, yours loving, and then your name comes. Now here again one more thing you have to remember is how do you write the date. In the previous slide we learned how to write the address, and here we are learning how to write date. Now students, you will say, ma'am, I know how to write date. I always write the date on the blackboard. Yes, you always write the date on the blackboard in this way, but is it the right way? No, this is the wrong way. Why? Because in informal letter you have to write the date in the full form. What do I mean by the full form? Here for the month I've written 12, but when I'm writing this same date I will write the name of the month in full, in words. So I will write December. Now some children will say, ma'am, December, that's a very long spelling. Okay, so you can write DEC, a short form of December. Similarly, for all the months which have a long name like January, February, you can write them in short, but you have to write the name of the month and not the number. Secondly, children, you can write the year by writing an apostrophe and then the last two digits like 20. Okay, but you have to write it like this. Okay, you write the year like this always. So one style is this, the other style is this, but never this. Now here two numbers are coming side by side, so I put a comma in between to differentiate that this is the day and this is the year. So take care of this. And then we have the salutation. This is the beginning of the letter and it is written just before the date. This is how you begin the letter, like dear mother, dear your friend's name. Okay, dear Ankit. Now here I have given you some examples of salutation. You write my dear and then you write name. Now if the person you are writing the letter to is elder to you, so you write the relation, dear mother, dear brother, dear father, or dear uncle, aunt. And if they are younger to you, you may write their name, dear, and then the name, dear Neha. Okay, then the body comes. The body is normally in 3 paragraphs, but these 3 paragraphs can be big and small according to your content. Now here in the opening paragraph, you inquire about their health. How are you? Hope you're doing well. And in the second paragraph, this is the main paragraph, and here the message comes, like for what you're writing the letter, the main message comes. Then the closing is like, hope I receive a letter from you soon, and give my regards to all at home. Like this you close the letter, and then comes the complimentary close. Now what is the complimentary close? It's like you're affectionate, you're loving. Now if you can learn the spelling affectionate, it's very good, or you can write you're loving, or simply you can write your and then your name, your Neha, your Ankit, like this. Okay, now once again here you write yours without an apostrophe. What is an apostrophe? Like this. You don't have to put an apostrophe, you simply write yours like this. And then we have the end. In the end you write your name, and you can also sign, it's optional, but your name has to come. Now here I have given you an example to explain you the format. Okay, we have 6 parts. First we write the address, then we leave a blank line, then date, again a blank line, then dear, and then the name, dear Aarti, then 3 paragraphs of the body, take care, and then we end the letter in complimentary close, love, and then your name will come. So here let's read this letter. First the address is written in 3 lines, see, then date is written, then dear mom, you will be pleased to know that I'm coming home for the weekend. And like this he's writing. And how is he ending? Convey my regards to Papa and love to dear Ritu. Yours loving, Neha. Now here I've explained the letter, the 2 types of letters. I have compared them. So in formal letter the language is respectful, like you are writing to the principal. So there's a way of writing. It's like you use formal language. And here the language is informal. Here you written to principal, editor, government officers. Now here 2 addresses are written, the sender's address and the receiver's address. Here only 1 address is written. Here you need to write the subject. Here subject is not written. In the starting line you come straight to the point, like for what you're writing. This is to bring to your notice, and then you write about it. Or you introduce yourself and then you write about your purpose. Here you inquire about their health. Now you start the letter by inquiring about their health. This their has come here, so please write it before health. You start the letter by inquiring about their health. And then you end it with your signature. Here signature is optional. So here I've given you a visual of the format. Hope this helps you. Now some features are common, like we have the sender's address in both, we have the date, we have the body in both the letters, salutation is also there in both, and then the complimentary clause is there and the sender's address is there. Now these parts are common. Now what is uncommon? Like the receiver's address and subject. These two are uncommon. These are informal letters, and informal letter we don't need these two parts. So there are two parts are different. So there are some similarities and some differences. Okay, now here are some lines, some phrases which will help you to start your letter. Now in the opening paragraph you may write, how are you? How have you been? Hope you're doing well. And then you can write in the second paragraph, you can write, your last letter was a real surprise. What wonderful news. I just received your letter. I'm so happy. I'm sorry I haven't written for so long, but I was really busy. And then in the second paragraph only you can write, I'm writing to tell you about, and then you can start your, like whatever news you want to give, you can give. I would like to give you some good news about, and then you can start. Okay, here again I've given you one example. There is this person and he want to write an invitation letter. Now the invitation letters are there, like if there's a marriage function, proper invitation cards are given. So that's a very personal. They can also give in WhatsApp, but they come home to give that card by hand. So that's a special gesture. The person who's receiving it will feel very special. So here, like if some birthday is there and you get an invitation card, an invitation letter, so you really feel very special. So letters are used in such a way to make the other person feel special. So there is this person and he's organizing a birthday and he's writing an invitation letter. So let's read it. First his address, then date, then dear Priyanka, we have much pleasure in inviting you to the 21st birthday party which we are organizing for our son Rahul at 6:30 p.m. on November 20 at our residence. We very much hope you will be able to come. Yours sincerely, R. Vaidyanathan. So this is the way you write a invitation letter. Now how will the question come in the exam? Now let's see here. Now the question will come like this. Write a letter to your uncle thanking him for the birthday present he had sent for you. Now first of all your address will come. See, in 3 lines. And then the date. He has not left a line, but you please leave a line after address. Sorry, not here. Here. You leave a line after address, then you write the date and again leave a line, then salutation. Dear uncle, thanks a lot for the lovely present you sent me on my birthday. When I opened the parcel containing your present, I was thrilled. The beautiful wristwatch you sent me was urgently needed by me. All of my friends have liked it very much. Its golden chain is really very attractive. As usual, you did not forget my birthday. I'm really grateful to you for your care and affection. With utmost love and regards to you and auntie, and lot of thanks. Your affectionately, Paresh. So this is an example of a letter of thanks. Okay, so I'm putting up a question to you. So who will you write an informal letter to? So let's summarize, children, what we have learned. 6 points are there. Sender's address, it comes in 3 lines and you don't have to write your name. The date comes in full form. That means you have to write the name of the month. Now see here, I have given you, like these months have long names, so there's a short form to write the name, but you have to write the name and not the number. Okay, then salutation is dear and the name. Then you start by inquiring about their health, and then you end by saying give my regards to all at home. Then complimentary clause, yours, and then yours affectionate or your son Ankit. Okay, So I hope you remember these, you have understood well, and I'm giving you an assignment, and if you're able to do this homework, you will be able to score very good marks in your exams. Okay, so whenever this question comes to write an informal letter, you should score good marks, you should score full marks. So practice well, see this video again, understand it, and you will be able to write your informal letter. So these just practice these two questions. Write a letter to your elder sister on her birthday. She's away from home preparing for medical entrance exam. So see, this question itself gives you a lot of information that you have to use in your letter. You have to write to your elder sister. So you will write, dear sister, and she is away from home, and why she's away. She's preparing for medical entrance, and you have to wish her happy birthday. So a lot of information is given. This will help you to build up your letter. Okay, now let's see the second question. You are Ramesh. So see here, name is also written and the address is also given, ABC Janakpuri, Delhi. Write a letter to your friend. So you will say dear and then you will write name. Suppose your friend's name is Ankit. So dear Ankit, inviting him to come to Delhi. So what is the purpose? You want to invite him to Delhi during the vacation. Okay. So mention a few attractions that you want both of you to visit. So some information is given in the question itself, and the information which is not given, you have to use your imagination and you can write that information yourself. So thank you children, and hope you are able to attempt this question and score full marks in the exam. Have a nice day.